Hey everyone, it's Alison Heikkila. Thank you so much for joining me. It is officially December 1st, and if you've watched my channel for more than a couple of months, you know what happens on the 1st of the month. This pretty pink envelope comes out, and I get to show you the latest release from A Colorful Life Designs. However, in December, there is no new release, so the design team gets to go through the several years of thousands of stencils that are cataloged there, and we can choose whatever stencils we want to work with. So I've got a bunch here. I've got to be honest, my parcel is already cut open because I received the stencils that I chose for December when I received my November stencils. So this is already open because I had to separate them out so that I could make my November video so that you wouldn't see them with December stuff, right? So let me show you what I chose to work with. And again, there's thousands of stencils on the A Colorful Life Designs website. You could just go bananas looking at them because they're all so fun. So I had a hard time narrowing it down. December is a busy month for many of us, and it's definitely very busy for me, so I didn't want to go too crazy, but it was hard, you guys. It was hard to narrow it down. Okay, let me get my piece of blue cardstock. This first one is a 3x5. This is called Half Sun. You can use it in whatever orientation you like. Do a sunrise or sunset. You can have it coming to the left. You can have it coming to the right. You can flip this over. You can connect the two halves together and get a full sun, perhaps. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. We'll see. But I thought that this was a fun one. I envision it for more than just a sun. I think it would look really cool if you just do an array of colors. It doesn't have to be a rainbow per se, but like a bunch of colors, and then maybe put a critter here. Or you can make it look like a sun, and then maybe put a cup of coffee there and have a fun coffee sentiment. There are a number of coffee-themed stencils that have sentiments in the Colorful Life Design shop, but I'm sure that a bunch of you have coffee-themed stamps as well already. So that would be fun too. But there's a ton of different options that we can do with this, and I just thought it was a really good one. So that is called Half Sun. Next, I chose Loopy Flower. I thought this would be really great to use with my gel press. I say that a lot with these stencils, especially when they're a mask. A mask meaning there's no border around the edge the way this is. So this is a stencil because it's got this border, and this is a mask because it's got this open shape happening. Yes, you can use them the same way, but the masks sometimes give you different opportunities that a stencil may not, just because it doesn't have that border. But obviously all of the techniques that you tend to do with a stencil, you can do with a mask too. But then you have a couple of other things that you can do too. So this will be a lot of fun to play with. I like that there is so much negative space. There's a lot of areas that are closed here. So if I have, say, a gel press print that I have some cool patterns and I don't really want to hide too much, but I still want to add to it a little bit, this would be a great stencil or mask to work with. Maybe you have some pattern paper and you just want to add a little something to it. This would be a great one because you'll still see plenty of the pattern, but you'll also have some other stuff happening. I can't wait to use this with embossing paste. I think it's going to really make it pop. You can use it with Versamark and embossing powder. Lots and lots of options. Foiling would be really cool too. So, yeah, I'm going to have a lot to do with this one. So that is called Loopy Flower. And can I just say, I love that Mary Kay takes the time to make sure that not only the SKU number, but the name is there. And of course, the name of the shop's, the website is there as well. I mean, look at this. So amazing. She's just the best. Okay, moving on. I make Hanukkah cards, and I don't sell my cards too often, but I do craft fairs, and those are one of the things that I bring. And people always tell me it's very hard to find Hanukkah cards. I live in a very Jewish community. There are many people that practice here, and I thought that it would be really important for me to have a good menorah. I've got some menorah stamps. I've done some things with those before, but I really wanted a stencil. So this one is really cool. It's just called Menorah. You can even isolate the Star of David here. If you just want to use the candles, you can use that. Maybe have it for let's take this away from Hanukkah for a moment and just make a birthday card. You know, you could just kind of put them here and then stack some more and just fill up a card with candles like that. I don't know, just thinking kind of outside the box, but I thought it would be really nice to have this stencil in my collection to go with, you know, I have a ton of Christmas stuff, not as much for Hanukkah. So I thought it was important to have this, especially given where I live. Okay, next we have, I kind of have this light thing going. I have the menorah, I have the half sun, and now I have the Wavy Rays stencil. Lots of light. I guess because December is so dark, right? And it's kind of, it's just a dark time. So, you know, I'm bringing some light into the month. So this is called Wavy Rays. I think it's really cool. Again, you can just use part of it if you want to. You can use other colors besides just, you know, red, yellow, and orange. You can put a critter here. This would be great for like an encouragement card, like a you got this kind of thing, and then you use bold colors with that. I think it would be really nice to use that for just kind of cheering somebody up. It doesn't have to be a sun, but it certainly can be. I think it's really cool, and it's going to be fun to play with as well. Next, I have Bubble Zone. I like using circles. Circles are just fun, and these are not, are these perfect circles? Yeah, they're pretty perfect. Sometimes a Colorful Life Designs has imperfect, like very organic looking circles, but these are pretty perfect, but where they're placed isn't. So it gives it more of an organic kind of look. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I think that it would just be fun to add a little bit here and there in a background. Maybe you've got something going on, or maybe you want to keep something really simple. Perhaps you have a big sentiment that you're putting on a card, and then you just need a little something. You can just ink a little bit of this, and it doesn't have to be a complete, you know, this whole circle here. You could just do zoop, and then that's it. And then you've got a cool background that you really didn't need to spend a lot of time on. It doesn't take your focus away from your main, well, your focal point, be it a sentiment or a critter or a person or whatever, but it just gives you a little something extra. So I think that this is going to be a lot of fun to play with. Bubble Zone. Last but not least, I have a fabulous 6x9 stencil. This is called Bold Angles. It's just cool. It looks like it's torn. They're overlapping. They've got a lot of movement, and I think it's going to be really cool to work with. One of the things, and I know that Amy from Amy's Wares has done something like this, where she will take part of a stencil and like slip her paper in to isolate the area that she wants, and then she'll just use that, you know, instead of having to mask things off. So that's something that we could potentially do. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But see, you can just get that part of it and not have to worry about inking or taping or any of that. I don't know. It's just cool. Again, these are kind of organic looking. They're not perfect stripes. They look like they're torn and tattered, and I just think it's really cool. You can do each one a different color, or each section a different color. You can do, you know, red to purple to blue and all of this. I don't know. I just see a whole bunch of opportunities with all of this chaos. Not really chaos. It's controlled chaos, right? Anyway, that's it for me. Again, no new release for A Colorful Life Designs in December. That's typical. This way we all kind of can just enjoy the holidays and not have to worry about newness happening. But of course, these stencils are new to us if we pick them out. So the design team is all going to have different stencils to play with. So make sure you check out everybody's creations. Join the A Colorful Life Designs fan group on Facebook if you haven't already. There's always a ton of inspiration there. People are sharing things every day. And I bet you'll be able to get some cool ideas if you go over there. If you decide to shop with A Colorful Life Designs, don't forget to use my code ALFAN10, and that will get you 10% off of your purchase, except for master bundles. But yeah, that's about it. I hope that you enjoyed this little sneak peek of what I'm going to be working with, and I'll be sure to share some projects with you soon. Be well, stay safe, peace out.